Right. Okay, so let me first introduce myself. I'm Ratnesh, and me and my wife Aditi, we co-founded Aarohi way back in 2008. So it's been, yeah, whatever, 16, 17 years since we have Aarohi was my daughter, or rather our daughter. It started there, and we she was actually interestingly, she was an kind of A plus student in her school. She was going to a school, so-called good school, till about fourth standard, and after fourth standard, she got A plus in everything. And both me and my wife started thinking, hey, that's terrible news. She getting A plus in everything is not something that we want. That means she's not being challenged. That means she's cracked the system. That means she knows how to get the marks that she needs to get. So we were thinking on two perspectives. From a present perspective, we weren't happy with that kind of an education which gives her A plus, where there are no failures, where there are not like solid challenges in her life, where she's like not pushed enough. So we said, no, 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 this is not fun enough. This is just getting good marks and having a good time. No, 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 that's not what we wanted. So that was one reason from a present perspective, as in from the education perspective. From a future perspective, we felt that, hey, we are not so worried about education, because we know at the end of it, a lot of us don't even do work related to what degrees we got. Like I think Prachi was also mentioning about being a dentist and not necessarily wanting to totally get into it. So we wanted her to also develop as a person. That was very important for us. That hey, and we felt that that's something that can happen when she is like she takes up charge of herself, not the school driving her, but she driving herself. So these were the two thoughts, one about the present education, one about her being the kind of person she would be as she grows older. Right. And that is how we pulled her out. And as they say, the rest is history. Then few more parents joined in, because we were already working with children since 1999. We had a center. So few more parents said, hey, why are you just doing it with your daughter? Why don't you do it more people? So in a year's time, we switched to Aarohi. So 2007 is when we pulled our daughter. 2008 is when we started Aarohi with 7 families, and there's been no looking back since then. That was in Bangalore. One of the child's grandfather donated us 5 acres of land because he liked the concept very much, and now we are in that beautiful land in a rural setting, about 60 kilometers from Bangalore. So we are not very far from urban space, but we are well away from all urban spaces in our own, wild campus, if you may call it, right? But still close by to Bangalore, and we are in Tamil Nadu, so still close to a lot of Tamil Nadu cities. Um, yeah, so that's a brief about how we started off. And my daughter is now 26, married, settled, so to say, professionally at least, and doing. She's a professional in sustainability field, and she also runs an entrepreneurship. She does actually many things. She's always done many things, and she does many things. My son is 20. He has never gone to school. No 10th, no 12th, no college, no degree. Same for my daughter. No 10th, no 12th, no college, no degree. Not to say that all children in Aarohi do like that. There are children who go back to degree and all of that also. So that's not the issue. The point is that they work on themselves as well as they work on their interests, in simple terms. So my son is at 20 already a professional. He and one of his friend from Aarohi itself, both of them run an agency, digital marketing agency, and they're kind of professionals in their own field. At least it sounds very professional. So that's a little about my children. Let me quickly run you through a little about Aarohi also. Let me just share my screen. Yeah, I have a small presentation to help me around. All right. And there's some more people who have joined in. So once we get into the discussion mode, you can introduce yourself, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's get on with this quickly with this presentation. Now, what we are saying is that some parents prefer, prefer curriculum-based education, which is what school and colleges are, and that's great. Parents who prefer that, great. Some parents don't want that. Some parents want to explore. Some parents like us want to explore child-based education, which is driven by the child, and it evolves from the child's own inner strengths and talents and interests. So it's this Aarohi or child-based education is for those parents. Also, there's another audience. Some children enjoy and thrive in conventional system, and that's also fine. That's also great. If children are enjoying and thriving in conventional education, they will probably go into totally fine. But some children do not enjoy conventional education. I must say, children like me, I never enjoyed school. I never did well in school. I was always the average kind, with lots of complaints in every parent and child meeting. So what about us? I would not say what even about them. What about us who did not enjoy our education in that sense, who would rather be outside doing something? I was wanting to be always outside playing something. Even till I was in college, I wouldn't. I represented my college in sports, but nothing to do with academics. Right? So yeah, so that's again. So what about those children? In fact, somehow we feel that we are too much enamored by the education system, so much so that we forget that finally it's all about the child. Right? It's not about the education system. We don't need to fall in love with the education system. It's a good option if you want that, but it's not the only option. And we need to decide whose side we are on. Too many children are being forced into the kind of education which they don't want or they don't like, or even parents are thinking that that's the only option. So what best? But that's not the only option. Both for the parents and the child, there are more options, and we are going to talk about the child-based education today, which is what Aarohi offers. Yeah. So what we are talking about is, hey, if the child does not fit into education, no problem. Let's the education fit the child, because that's how I think it should be. Just like we fit clothes and foods and everything to ourselves, let the education also suit us, which really is what we are looking for. So let's see how that happens. I want to use a couple of videos of parents and children of Aarohi who have now become older, right? And see if that really helps you to get an idea about. So I'll show you two videos to start with. Let's watch.
I'm Kanchan. I'm Lalit. Wish. He joined Aarohi in 2015. Tuisha was there for around 5 years. And then after that, he did his 10th and 12th in iOS. And now he's doing the BCA. And he did his we did his 6th standard and 7th standard. We took him out and we got him in Aarohi. Reason being that he was very stressed out and there was a lot of pressure on him there. So we thought we wanted a place where he could be happy and he could explore his options and he could find himself basically. I'm very thankful to Aarohi, which gave him a lot of exposure, basic life skills, and a lot of maturity to handle issues that even I've seen grown-ups struggle with. And not a lot. Not responsibilities of an adult. I learned how to develop skills, managing myself, and not being dependent on others. I learned how to explore my options. I learned how to study by myself. I learned how to do almost everything, and I learned how to control my emotions as well. I learned a lot of things from poetry, and one of them I can say that I have now most because of Aarohi is my confidence. My level of confidence before Aarohi was really elevated, but after joining it, I have become more of a confident person. I can speak my mind clearly without having to hold back or be scared or anxious.
Why last sound? Is it only for me?
Choice, whatever, and he's confident of achieving what he aimed for.
Okay, so this was Tuesha, and this was Tuesha as an example of somebody who's not enjoying school, who's too stressed out emotionally, mentally, and once we orient the whole education to the child, his passion, his strengths, he gets back in his own element, and yeah, he was there with us for about 5 years, and then he goes back to conventional because that's what the parents wanted, and he also wanted in some ways. So as you said, now he's doing his some BCA computers application, yeah, graduation in that. But there are parents also who want to just focus on the child's strengths and capabilities right from the beginning. And let me show you one video of a parent and child the child is currently in Aarohi. She's actually right now in campus, not the mother, only the child is in the campus right now. And let's hear why they joined Aarohi.
Why I wanted a space like Aarohi. End of the day, right? At the end of the life, we want to do something which is unique in us. We want to excel in that. So it's a lot of sense rather than types like 6 subjects. Maybe this is the most made sense, but now it doesn't make sense to me. I really want to find what is her thing, what is she good at, what is her skills. So I want her to explore her skills, get into awareness about herself. These things happen to my child. That's the reason I go to a space like Aarohi. Something being instructor and take away all the things that I have. I can explore a lot of stuff. They suggest me a lot of stuff. I even try to describe in surfing. So that's what I like in Aarohi. Why?
Right. I actually want to show one more video, and here is a child who.
In the beginning, I was totally confused and didn't.
Yeah, who, as she's saying, she's kind of lost. I mean, somewhere we start expecting that children, when they turn 12, 13, 14, 15, they should already start thinking what their future would be. But I think that's too much narrowing down children. I think this is an age to really explore what is it that you like to do, and how do you explore by doing things deeply. So that's what this child Aparna is talking about. She's 15 now. She joined Aarohi when she was, I think, 11 or 12. And also she's also still with Aarohi, still exploring. Yeah, let's hear.
In the beginning, I was totally confused and didn't know what I wanted to do more. I used to just sit simply. Then somehow got to fear inside myself. Okay, what will my future be? What will happen after this? I had a lot of confusion. Did I take the right decision and all this? That's when I started exploring a lot of different fields like art, music, carpentry, electronics. After joining City, first I chose electronics and art as my domain. But I somehow, with electronics, didn't feel I didn't enjoy that journey much. Still like arts, but I somehow feel it's not my passion. It's like my hobby, which I like to do in my free time and leisure time. That's when I started thinking, which made me really happy from the past. Which domain did I really like doing and exploring from the past days, which I've explored? That's when I thought I like construction.
Right. So here is a child who is confused, and I think most of us don't really know what is our real calling, and that's where we invite teenagers. So she, as a teenager, is part of what we call as Aarohi Coversity, where the teenagers explore deeply different domains so that they get to really taste the real world experience of that domain, and that gives them an idea of what is it that I really want to do in life, right? So that was Aparna. So yeah, let me quickly share how exactly does Aarohi work, if that is what is making you curious. Very simply, first of all, we with the child and and his or her parent, create a personalized learning plan. This is very important because what that child needs is very, very specific to that child. So based on what the child's interests are, what the child's strengths are, we start understanding that and start creating a dynamic plan, because it keeps evolving as the child keeps evolving, yeah, at different ages. Just to give you an example, uh, uh, she's Mehuli. When she came to Aarohi about a year back, she hated school more because she was not good at reading, writing, and that's something, well, the school really puts too much importance on. And she felt there was too much shaming of her, teasing her, bullying her, just because she was like, the so-called lesser intelligent. So it's important that we understand where she is coming from. And then we said, okay, we don't need to focus on reading and writing. Do what you like doing. And she started taking up a lot of art projects, craft projects, this and that. And very soon, in fact, she started reading, writing related to her interest, rather than, we trying to push reading, writing on its own as a subject. So that's the beauty of a personalized plan. The moment you start connecting with the child's inner joys, then everything starts working in favor of the child. Yeah. The second thing that we do is we try to match what the child needs as versus what the child, we need to match resources, project, people, explorations, all related to what the child is wanting to do. Let me give you an example of Mishti. She is now, I think, 13. But when she started with Aarohi around when she was 10, she said, "I like writing." Now that's just an expression of I like writing and I want to write more. So what we did was we created a little system called, or little project called, we call it SWAD, Serious Writers of Aarohi Daily. So what we did was, as a small group of people who liked writing, including adults, including some parents, including some of us, and including Mishti and other children, we started writing every day. We will write, there will be a prompt and everybody will write every day. And there will be a next prompt the next day. Nobody will judge. And obviously everybody will post what they write, but nobody will judge. No comments allowed, no thumbs up, no thumbs down, no hearts flying, nothing. Just write every single day. And obviously read each other's write. And now zoom ahead 3 years, more than 3 years, almost 3.5 years. Mishti has been writing every day for 3.5 years. And in 2024, out of her 365 writings of 2024, she's created a book which she has published. So what you see in her hand is a book of 365 writings, which she has written over 365 days of 2024, and she published this book in February this year. So that's how we create something to match with what the child is possibly looking for, or what skills will be developed in the child. That's the second thing. The third thing that we do is we create a lot of real world experiences, which is like doing stuff, going out, meeting people, going to places. We travel a lot, go to
I think there's some trouble with this connection. We'll come back. Please hold on for a moment.
Right. I think, sorry, I got locked out. The connection in my rural space didn't hold on. Okay, let me continue. I think I was somewhere. Let me see where I was. Right. I was talking about, the real world experiences. I hope you heard a little bit about that. So the example that I wanted to give is that every year the accounts of Aarohi is done by a child. So we don't have an official accountant. Every year a new child is an official accountant. And here is Advay. This picture is when he's today 13 years old. But at 11, he was the accountant of Aarohi, and he did everything: debit, credit, balance sheet, profit and loss, right till the chartered accountant level, till we submitted the books of accounts to them. So that's the power. And every year the accountant changes. So every year, a new child is getting an experience of how to do accounting. This is just one example. There's so many real world experiences that they get, and it's exciting to them because it's challenging to them. That's the real deal for them. Fourth, and very, very important, is that we have loads and loads of processes which we have collected from our whatever 20, 24, 25 years of experience, which work on the emotional skills, social skills, the self skills of the child. We do lots and lots of different things which focus in a very subtle way but very important way on a daily basis on a whole lot of self-development that we all need to become who we are, rather, to develop who we are. Just as a small example, every day at the end of the day in our campus, we do something called as a hooray, nore, sore. So everybody shares one whether what somebody did which was hooray for them. You know, I could have a hooray for somebody who let's say helped me or gave me a suggestion or something. Or I could have a nore for somebody who did something to me or said something to me which I didn't like, which upset me or made me feel terrible or whatever. Or I could have a sorry for somebody when I did something which I think was not really required to be done. So we call this as a little dirt cleaning, where we kind of say, okay, let's clean our emotional system and then go to sleep, kind of throw away whatever dirt we have or whatever is bothering us on our mind. So that's again just one small process, but because we do it daily, it starts developing in ourselves that okay, all of these things are only temporary. You know, anybody saying anything, we doing anything to anybody is only a temporary thing. We don't need to hold on to it. It's not about us. It's about something that happened, and let's move on, right? So this happens through this little process. Okay. Finally, I was talking about this that we have this whole options for children. Some children go back to give 10, 12, or get back to college, or even get back to school. There have been children who have joined back school at 6th or 7th or 9th, or directly given 10th or 12th, or joined back at college level. But then there are a whole lot of children who don't go back to neither school nor college. They actually continue their professional journey. And the best news is that the industry is very, very open to youngsters who are what we call as work certified, because what they are presenting to the industry is not a certificate given by somebody, but a certificate of doing work. They do a lot of client projects, industry projects, they do internships, volunteering, and all of that portfolio is what makes them work certified. And the best part is the industry is very, very open to these youth. So that's the other option. So not everybody needs to go back to college, but they can do the professional journey, right? They do a lot by in this particular professional journey. They interact a lot with the industry people. In this case, you see Srijini, who is now 18, who for 3 years actually she's into baking. So she was exploring baking by doing lots and lots of different kind of baking. But now she's shifting gears and moving into the baking industry, where she wants to meet people and see how does the industry work and how she can set up a baking business of her own. So that's what she's doing, meeting a lot of people, working with a lot of people out there in the industry now. Okay, so that was a kind of a brief overview of how we work with children. The important thing is we are focusing on, I'm again reminding, their passions, their strengths, their capabilities, their talents, by giving them a lot of exposure, especially when they're very young, then allowing them to explore as they grow older. So children from 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, they are mainly into exploring the things that they like. And then they move into older teenage years of anything 13, 14 upwards, 18, 19, 20, 21. They develop expertise in a specific domain. So that's the expertise stage. And once they have developed enough domain experience, they move on to a job or an enterprise of their own, or however they want to take their own professional life forward. So that's the final, is the professional stage. But even in the ages of expertise and enterprise, they continue to get exposed to a lot of different things, to a lot of different explorations. So the exposure and explorations are always the base of what they are doing. Just as an example, even if I want an expertise in, let's say, mud construction, like Aparna was talking about, so she will not just do projects, which is the expertise level, but she will also go and meet a lot of people as an exposure, what different people are doing, and explore maybe one or two techniques which she likes till she builds an expertise in that. So there's a back and forth between these four, or rather the first three elements of their professional journey. Right. So lastly, very, very important for us is the engagement of parents. Parents are very, very closely involved with the child, uh, with us. The parents come and stay at the campus whenever they want to. The parents are also engaged online on a regular, almost weekly basis. So it's not like that your child is part of Aarohi, but rather you become part of Aarohi too. And not just you would be helping your child, supporting your child, you'll be also supporting other children. Because that way other parents will be supporting your child. So it becomes a very nice, close-knit community that really helps each child. Yeah, that's something that we felt is so valuable for each child. As the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. To that effect. Yeah. Very quickly, let me run through what Aarohi is not or does not offer. Aarohi does not offer conventional academic subjects as subjects. If somebody wants to learn these subjects for their purpose, they need to put that as part of their personalized learning plan. So somebody could be just taking one subject and wanting to learn, if at all they want to learn it as a subject. Similarly, we don't really prepare children for any exams. If a child needs, the child prepares himself or herself. And if the child needs outside help, they take outside help as tuitions or tutorials. The third point, I've already kind of covered it. Children here are work certified. They build their own portfolio. We don't provide any certification. We are not a school in that sense. We are a learning space, or you can say an educational campus and a together community way of learning. Uh, Obviously, there is no spoon feeding. A lot of work is hands-on completely. That's what we call as integrated learning, where everything is integrated: books, actually doing it in the real world, and so on, and doing it with real mentors and guides who are experts in their field. We don't have special educators as part of our team, but we do work with all kind of special needs children. In fact, we say there are no special needs children. All children are unique, and we are ready to work with each and every child who's wanting to be part of our, wanting to be part of our role. Finally, we don't think we need to discipline children. Rather, we need to empower them to become leaders of themselves. So we don't work through disciplining, but we work through a democratic environment where each child takes up responsibility of themselves and the whole community, the whole campus. So that's in a way how we work, and what we do and what we don't do, right? Okay. Just to conclude, there are two options actually. One is to join Aarohi at campus for a minimum of 1 year. The child is at the campus. The family can be at the campus periodically whenever the parents want to be. We like parents coming to the campus, and so that's one choice. You start with minimum 1 year, and you can continue for as many years, and then you can go back, which is what the next slide is. After a few years at Aarohi, some children go back to school or give 10th and 12th and go back to college, while some children continue their journey, professional journey in Aarohi. Yeah. For people who are interested in joining at the campus, we have we have an option of you coming and staying with us for a week. Now this option is available not in the month of May. In the month of May, we are closed. But beginning June, this option is available. You can come, you can stay for 1 week, and then you can decide. There is no hurry to decide. Yeah. There is another option of being engaged with Aarohi. Suppose you say, no, I can't be part of the campus, or I don't want to be, or rather, I don't feel a need to be part of the Aarohi campus right now, but I want to get support in my child's education, whether you are homeschooling, unschooling, open learning, or even if you are schooling. Then we have something called as Aarohi Deep, which is for parents, where we will where on an ongoing basis we will provide you support for your child's education. It's an online where you meet as a group of parents every week, once, twice, thrice, and then over a period of, again, almost a year or at least few months. So those are the two options. Yeah. Let me stop the sharing here. Okay, I did take 5 more minutes than I thought I would. Okay, we have a comment. Let me read that. But yeah, the floor is pretty much open now. Preeti is also there. Okay, Gayatri is asking, okay, English में ही होगी या भाषाओं में भी होगी? So Gayatri, I missed you. If you would have told me in advance, मैं हिंदी इंग्लिश मिक्स करके बोलता, लेकिन I was not aware, तो मेरे को नहीं था आपको कि हिंदी चाहिए. So anyway, you got, I hope you got, आपको कुछ समझ में आया होगा. बाकी 1 to 1 हम आपके करके आपको हेल्प कर सकते हैं बात पे. तो अभी जितना आपको समझ में आया, आप हिंदी में क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहते हैं वो पूछ सकते हैं. एंड ओके, प्रीति इज आल्सो देयर. ओके,
मेरा सवाल है, क्या कुछ दिन के लिए मैं अपने बच्चों को भेज सकती हूँ, मतलब समथिंग समर कैंप जैसा?
नहीं, हमारे पास समर कैंप नहीं है. अगर आपके बच्चे को और आपकी फैमिली को आरोही का पार्ट होना है तो मिनिमम 1 साल. लेकिन आप एज अ फैमिली अगर उस डिसीजन के लिए, अगर आपको ज्वाइन करना है, उस डिसीजन के लिए आपको एक्सपीरियंस करना है कि कैसी जगह है, कैसे हम लोग हैं, कैसे ये होता है, लर्निंग यहाँ पे कैसे होती है, तो आप 1 हफ्ते के लिए आके रह सकते हैं, बट फैमिली को आना होगा उसके लिए.
ओके.
Hello, sir.
Okay, we have questions. Sorry, I'll just finish the questions in the chat. Preeti is asking age for getting admission enrollment in Aarohi. So Preeti, if you are wanting the child to be at campus, as such, there is no minimum age. Child alone at campus, the age is normally somewhere around 8, 9, 10 is when children are comfortable to be at the campus by themselves. If the children are younger and if you live close by, then the parent can come with the child. So there have been examples of children of 5 years, 6 years, where one parent is coming with the child and they are coming, let's say, alternate weeks or alternate months. So ये स्कूल नहीं है कि आपको every day you have to come. You can come as per your schedule. You can plan your schedule. You can even come for 2-3 months and then take a gap of 2 months, then again come for 2-3 months. So any permutation combination can work. But for younger children, a parent might need to come. For older children, let's say 8, 9, 10 upwards can be here by themselves. Okay, Jaysima is saying planning to visit on 2nd and 3rd. Okay, which 2nd and 3rd are you talking about? So you'll have to
on May 2nd and 3rd.
Okay, so Jaysima, we don't have an option like that you can just choose a date and come and visit us. Sorry, that is not available. You can come on specific Thursdays. And yes, the dates are fixed of June. I will give you the link. You can go there and see. It's a calendar of Aarohi, and you can see. So Jaysima, for you to come to campus, either you can come on Thursdays. So in April now, 1 Thursday is left, which is 1st May, which is actually a holiday for a lot of people. So you can come on 1st May. If you are interested, please ping me on WhatsApp. I will tell you the schedule of Thursday. It's like a meetup that we are organizing on Thursday since it's a public holiday. Otherwise, you will have to come now in June because May we are fully closed. May is 1 month holiday. So you'll have to come in June. I've given the link of the calendar. Just check it out. You will get the possible dates. If your child is older and if you're keen on considering Aarohi seriously, then I would say come directly for a week and experience Aarohi from Monday to Friday. Weeks in June and July are available. It's already there on the calendar. I will also give you the link where you can register. Right.
Ratnesh, can I call you later to discuss all these things? There are many other issues to be discussed.
Please discuss this right away. This is the place. Please go
No,
ahead.
because during the month of June, it will be very difficult for me. So, is there any other dates like that 1 week if you want to? Actually, I want to put my daughter there.
Yeah, but it has to be in
So,
June
I wanted
now,
to know
dear.
that whether
There is no option in May
in the
available.
June.
Sorry, we are closed. Yeah, it's only in the June. The calendar I've already given to you. Uh, you can
Okay.
have a one-to-one video call to understand if you have something specific about your child. But coming here and experiencing is only available in June now. We have come to the end of April. In April, end of April, 1st May is available as a meetup day. That is, if you are staying close by and if you want to just come and see the campus and meet us. So on 1st May, we have a meetup. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any timings for that on 1st May?
Yeah, I'm just giving you the link for registering for that. You can do that. All the details are there in the link. So that
Okay.
can, yeah.
Sure. I'll do that.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
the campus meetup link that I've given. The experience link is for the 1 week stay. The campus meetup link is for the 1st May. So there's a
Okay.
yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Ratnesh.
Yeah. Right, we can take more questions, non-logistical, conceptual questions, understanding how Aarohi works. And what we can do actually is we can now split into two groups. I'm sure in this group there would be parents who would like the second option, which is the online ongoing support for parents, which is when you can't come to the campus, but you want to do either homeschooling or unschooling, or even with schooling, you want a support of a whole team of Aarohi and other parents. Yeah. Can you hear me, or is my voice breaking?
Hi Ratnesh, I'm Preeti.
Yeah.
Right. So I would suggest I'm just creating a breakout room. So for parents who are interested in support at their home to themselves, not for children, but we supporting you as a parent on a continuous basis. And so that's an initiative called Aarohi Deep. So I'm creating a breakout room, and my teammate Preeti will be there in that breakout room. So you can connect with her to find out how what we call as Aarohi Deep works. All right. I'm just typing that also in the chat. This is for parents and ongoing support at an online ongoing support. Preeti, I've opened the room so parents can go into that breakout room and connect with Preeti to understand that. Parents who are more interested in the campus and their child joining at the campus can continue here in this room and throw questions to me or.
Ratnesh, I'm sorry. The link which you shared, it says that it's not available.
Discussion. It should be experience. Is this the one? Experience one?
Yes, experience one. It's not opening.
No, it's because I misspelled the word experience. Try now. I think it should work. Right, now it's working. Sorry, I just checked the link. Yeah, so parents who would like, as I said, online support for parents, ongoing support, you can go to the breakout room and I can help you if you need help to join that room and connect with Preeti to understand what kind of support do we offer. And parents who are interested in the campus, you can ask me questions here.
Yes, sir. So should I go ahead with my question?
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. So, sir, yeah, I think I got the answer to my question partially, but would like to hear it from you. So,
Sure.
we are in Bangalore. So, and I would like to go for this personalized learning plan. At the same time, I want my kid to visit the campus on weekends. Do you think it's possible?
No, we work Monday to Friday.
Okay.
It-
Okay.
It's not possible on weekends. It's
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. If you want your child to be part of ROE, it's not like a short-term thing. It's a long-term thing. Your child comes here on a regular basis. Now, regular basis itself has no definition. You don't have to be here every week, every day. But over a period of 1 year, you are coming here regularly, either alternate weeks or every 2-3 weeks you come for 2-3 weeks, or every month you come for 1 month, and like that. So you can plan your coming and going as per your convenience between Monday to Friday, and but you have to be here for the full year. Only then the real work can be done with the child. Otherwise, if the child is just coming for a very short duration, we don't even get to understand the child, forget working with the child. How do we value add to a child unless we know the child, unless we really, really deeply engage with the child? So that's very, very important for us.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Ratnesh and Preeti.
Yeah, Preeti.
Hi, my daughter is 4. What I expect or what I want is simple, her to explore. And I'm based out of Dubai, not India, and we don't have
Mm-hmm.
certain, that nature stuff out there, and the kind of environment that we have in India. I wanted to, have her at least that basic, unfiltered way of exploring, and I don't expect any kind of learning from, at this age, to be honest with you. I feel even the home environment is not, enough equipped to cater her needs, because she needs to touch, the soil, touch the trees, climb up, which is not able to, it's not possible. So we give a lot of time to the child, but still not able to, fully nurture her the way we want. So is there
Sure.
any way that I can join online? That is not a problem. But is there any way that, I can be there with her in the campus for a month or two? Anything that you can work out, especially in this particular case, wherein the child can come. I will be there with the child throughout the time. It will
Yeah,
not
so
be
again,
difficult.
as I said, you can sign up again for a year. You can
Hmm,
maybe come for 2 months, 3 months, then go back for a few months, then come back
hmm,
again for 2 3 months.
hmm,
Yeah, that
hmm,
is so. As I said, see, when you sign up for a year now, how much you are here and how much you are at home or traveling really depends
hmm,
on you. But obviously,
hmm,
that
hmm,
does not mean that you only come here for a very small time. You keep coming, going. That's absolutely fine. There was a family who was here 2.5 months, mother with two
hmm,
children, 9 years and 5 years, I think. Yeah,
hmm, hmm,
4 years. Okay, two and a
hmm,
half
hmm.
months. Now she is off for 2.5 2 months. Then again she will come for 2 3 months. Like that she does. She's from Pune. So like that, that's very much possible.
And
But
then, is it?
again a
Yeah,
year
please.
only. Then we can really, really get to work with you. And you are most welcome when the child is here. You are with the child. That's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, because I feel that she's too small as of now to, put her in any
Absolutely.
play school or any school. So I wanted to
Absolutely.
homeschool. And can I make it in a way that it can be, on ground and off ground? I mean to say that if I can attend your online thing wherein I can work on myself and my partner can also work on, the way we want to parent. And then,
When see, the way it works is when the child is with you at home, we are supporting you and your child. And
hmm,
when the child is here, and in your case, you will be here, so you will be supporting us when the child is here.
perfect. So
So
for that, if I sign up for the entire year, I can get that online and
yes, yeah,
offline both
that
with her.
is built in, absolutely built in that.
Perfect, Ratnesh. I think
If you
it
sign up
answers
for
my
a
question.
year, then you are here. Then everything that is included is included. Yes.
Perfect. And in June, so that 1 week window is always available, so I can come down and
Yes, that's a
understand
good
more.
starting point. Come experience 1 week, see if you vibe with the place, you vibe with the people, and then take a decision.
It's it's not about me, it's about her. She should feel comfortable, I guess.
Absolutely.
So
You should feel comfortable. No, you should also feel not just comfortable, you should feel energized. You should
yeah,
feel, wow, I
perfect.
want to be here. Yeah, absolutely. That's why
Yeah,
we
hopefully.
insist on that 1 week experiencing. And even
Hmm.
after 1 week, you say, I want to experience one more week so that I'm very sure, take one more week. That's not an issue.
Sounds great to me. Thank you, Ratnesh. Thank you for the help.
Welcome. Welcome. Right. More people, if you have any question, we have Nima, Tina, uh, Pragyan, anything you want to ask.
Yeah, hi Ratnesh.
Hi.
Nima here. Yeah, actually, I've been attending this, I mean, 3, 4, 5
Yes.
times. I have already attended, and we really want this. So I'll be coming in June, anyways, with like, my husband and my child to stay there and explore it more.
Sure,
That's, I
sure.
think, the 1 week experience thing.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, when I come, I'll experience it. So no queries
Sure.
right now. Just,
Yep,
yeah.
yep. You will have all your questions answered once you experience it. No need to talk. Absolutely. Others, if you want to have any clarification about how life goes at campus, how children do their education. If you want more examples, more stories of children, I can give you as many stories. As I was telling, we started in 2008, Aarohi. So it's been a good, 17 years, 16, 17 years now. So lots of children, lots and lots of families who have been part of Aarohi. So I can give you as many examples which may be similar to what questions you are looking for. You have to ask what is the doubt or what is the thought in your mind.
One quick question, Ratnesh. I will be there in June probably. I'll make my plan accordingly. But I have something to attend in between. So, and for 1 week, it says 5 days to be precise with you. I'm not too sure whether that will be enough for me or not, to be honest, as my child is too small. Will that be a possibility that I can join before, like for 1 week, like around 9th, which is available as in calendar, and then you have something available after 22nd? Because I have a conference from 18 to 22nd. So I'll be
Yeah,
available.
yeah, you can
I
attend
can do
one
that?
week, go back. Yes, yes, you can be here 1 week. You can register for 1 week, and then
Okay.
you can go for something else, and then come back for one more week. So
And if my kid want to be in the campus, for example, for 4 more days, so my sister can assist, or no, I have to be there, like in that conference while at time. Will that be possible?
initially, yeah, one parent needs to be here. Yeah.
And if my sister will be there with her for a day, will that be okay? Like for entire for 10 days, I will be
Not
attending. Huh?
yeah, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Initially, the parent needs to be there till the child settles in. Yeah.
No, no, no. Initially, she will be there. What I meant was something different. So you have a specific date for the week, okay? For just 1 day, there is not an availability. So either I can leave 1 day prior, or my sister can accompany her just for 1 day. Will that be a possibility or no? It will not be the entire like the 5 days scenario.
I think maybe I'm not able to totally understand your need. Maybe offline you can message me what exactly, which date, what you are
I'll
looking
I'll
for.
gonna do I'll
See
gonna do that.
how we can help you.
Thank you, Ratnesh. Yeah, thank you.
Right. We have about 5-7 minutes. We meet every Saturday, 5 to 6. So we have about 5 more minutes, so we can take a few more questions. As I said, the questions need not be about Aarohi. It could be about your child or anything related to education in terms of even with respect to homeschooling, unschooling, or alternate schooling, whatever questions you have. To whatever extent we can answer based on our experience, we can support you.
I have a question again if nobody is asking. I'm
Sure.
planning for homeschooling my child, but I'm very confused right now and very uh, uncertain of the future because, the normal ways that we studied and then how we got a job and all. I plan to homeschool her, but I don't know what is the direction I should follow, number one. Number two, I have a kind of, I'm scared a bit also because if I'll find an unconventional way where I don't want my child to study, then I feel that will she be able to get a job? You getting it's a very different thought process which is going on. One mind is pushing me very hard to have that liking towards the unconventional mode wherein I can homeschool my child and let her do whatever she wants. The other says that this is not the way, that maybe school will not take admission, later on if I'll decide. What if my child will say that this is not what I wanted to do later in life and you should have put me in school? Why didn't you do? Because, in and around of my age group, everybody is going to school. So
Sure.
why you didn't do that? So how should I start the homeschooling process?
Okay. So first of all, let me try to give you some examples. So first of all, going back into schooling is actually quite easy, and so many children have done. There are so many case studies, case stories of children going back at, let's say, certainly at whatever age, let's say at 9 years. There is Avani who said, "I want to go back to school." So she at 9 years age, which is around fourth standard, she joined back into school. There are children who have gone at 8th or 9th standard. And obviously, there are children who have directly given 10th and 12th, or even directly gone to colleges. So they're all permutations, combinations. So that is not anything tough. And you would be pleasantly surprised to note that some of these children have prepared in 8 months for their 10th when they have not even gone to school a single day in their life. Still, they could prepare all those subjects. That's because when children are in a self-directed, self-driven environment, they become so strong from inside. At the beginning, I don't know if you were there, at the beginning I was saying, we pulled out our daughter who was actually doing A plus in school, every subject A plus and teacher's favorite. Why did we pull her out of the school? Well, one reason was we wanted her to clearly go beyond this tight curriculum that the school bounds them and have full freedom to explore what she really likes. So that was in terms of what we wanted to give her as a present, which is what I think you are thinking. Let me give her that space. But from a future perspective, we were not scared about the outside world. We were really thinking, how can we make her powerful from inside? Then whatever comes, she will be able to take it. And that's exactly what has happened. So we work a lot with the child, making the child powerful, not by us doing anything, but by giving child the space to take leadership of herself, on working on herself. When they're taking decision in and out, when they're taking that responsibility, when they are so strong from inside, then that is what is requirement of the future. Future doesn't mean we need to just have some degrees. Degrees don't mean anything. So many of us have left our degree jobs and are doing something totally different. So in life, it's not like the topper gets the best jobs or anything like that. It's the persona which makes the difference. It's what I've created inside me. That is far more important, because skills can be learned very quickly. In fact, none of us are from education background. I'm not from, my wife is not from an education background, but we founded Aarohi in education field. We still don't have and principals and who and principal and head of institution. Voice is breaking. Is it any better now?
Yes, yes.
Somebody
yes,
is
yes.
asking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Right. Wait, somebody's also asking for the meetup link. Okay, I'll give that also again. Right. Sorry. So what I'm trying to say is that when we are thinking about future, I think future does, according to me, future does not mean degree, certificate, or some security. The biggest security is not outside, it's inside. If I understand myself, if I can have the ability to go ahead and crack things, then that is what makes a difference. Calling me, and she was saying, Ratnesh, I feel so inadequate of myself. So I was just thinking, wow, and she has got all kinds of fancy degrees. In fact, she keeps on collecting degrees and certificates. So she's saying, I've done so much work, but I feel inadequate. I said, wow, this is what the education system does. In spite of piling of degrees, you can feel inadequate in yourself. People don't even know what they want to do in life. So what I'm trying to say is, future isn't about a degree. Future isn't about a job or a particular employment. If you want something, you can. If you are strong, and what will make you strong is when you work on yourself. So for us, we are actually preparing children for the future, but we are not preparing them with outside certifications. We are providing them with inside power. And that's where, at least I can very easily say, not just for my two children, but so many other children who have been, when you meet them, every parent says the same thing. Aarohi children are so confident. They're so dynamic, and they're so responsible for themselves. Why do they use these terms? Because that's what we are trying to do. Or rather, we are successfully doing. That's where we are focusing on. We are focusing on that child's strengths. See, if I focus on your strengths, you will feel more and more stronger. You will feel more and more capable. Automatically, if you're more capable, more stronger, then you can go ahead and do whatever you feel like doing in the life, including changing things. My own son, for 5 years, he pursued football, almost 4.5 years, professional football, right? And one fine day, he says, no, tata to football. Okay, and next 1 week later, just one Sunday, he declares, and next Monday, he's already into another field, totally jumping deeply into it. He is not fretting that he could not succeed in football. He enjoyed those 4.5 years. He played to his heart content. Now he's going on in another field. I think that's the kind of tenacity, adaptability, strength which comes when you are working on the inside, not on that, okay, pursuing some degree, some college is the big deal. For these children, the outside world is not glamorous. The real glamour is inside. And
I
they
think
know.
it's our own insecurities that we are,
Yeah,
afraid
but
of
the
doing.
insecurities, again, please realize, are not inside you. They've been fed by the world. The world says if you don't go to that Ivy League college and this degree and that degree, but that's not true. There's so many thousands of people who have made a mark in this world who are not from that field at all, who started somewhere else and then they've landed somewhere else, whether they are authors, whether they are filmmakers, whether they are, even in today's world, influencers or whatever you name it, right? I think so. Yes, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the convention system. Somebody wants to follow that path, absolutely fine, and that can also lead to careers, and sometimes can lead to you to choosing a career which need not be for you. But here there is that choice is not there because you are all the time choosing something and you're working on it, and you may have to give up that after 1 or 2 years and say, nah, this isn't working out. But you can quickly jump onto something else because all the time you are growing from inside. So I'm not trying to make you feel better, but I'm trying to show you a perspective that future does not necessarily mean the way the world projects. Make it safe. I would say you can't make yourself safe for the future. You can only make yourself stronger, right? That's the thing. It's like they say, don't wish for a lighter load, wish for a stronger back. Right? We have to make ourselves strong. The loads will keep changing. The world is changing. Tomorrow's what jobs, what things will happen, who knows? The world itself is very global and open now. In fact, people say when they meet us that this is the future of education, when people would be learning uh, out of their own energies, not out of outside curriculum. So I don't know.
I think I
So
have to
yeah,
meet you guys to make up my mind as well. So see you in June for sure. I'll try my best
yeah.
to be there.
Also realize I'm not just giving my example, but meaning Aarohi's example. One is spaces like Aarohi's are there, which are there to support you in your homeschooling journey. So even when you are at home, you're not lost. You're thinking, oh, I want to try and this. My child needs this kind of thing, or my child is facing this kind of challenge, and we are all there to support you. We will not tell you what exactly to do. We will guide you in your journey of how you want to go ahead and do that. So that's what I was telling you. We have a whole process of supporting parents when they are at home, uh, and and so you can continue your homeschooling journey throughout, even without ever visiting Aarohi campus. Also, by, as I said, we supporting the parents and you taking that forward. Yeah. So as I said, I'm not trying to convince you. I'm more hoping that you can see things from a different perspective. The world has painted only one picture, and everybody has to fit into that picture. I think there cannot be a more sorry state of affairs that in everything we have variety. We have variety of clothing, we have variety of music, we have varieties, everything. But in education, no, it's the same old 5 subjects and same old examination systems, and you still have to go through an exam. Somebody else in the world has to tell you that you are good enough. Sorry. I think we need to open up and say, no, that is one way of doing it. Nothing wrong or right about it, but I don't want it. If you don't want it, obviously. So it really is up to us to stand up for our children, I would say. When we did it, we were actually, as I keep telling people, we were so excited with the amount of possibilities that opened up the moment the children are not going to school, because then they can literally do anything. They can travel at any time. They can travel for any amount of time. They can invest into anything when they want to invest into something. And that is the beauty of it. The intensity of their application in their day-to-day life is just amazing. Yeah, because they're not called by some that, oh, I have to study this and I have to submit this. No, I can just do what I really like doing.
Thanks, Ratnesh. Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you.
That's the big difference. Yeah. Okay. So thank you, everybody. As I keep telling, we meet every Saturday. So 5 to 6. If you have more questions, you can connect with us. If you need about your child's education, especially if you campus, ping me on WhatsApp. I'm assuming everybody has my WhatsApp number, or rather Aarohi's WhatsApp number. And we can also do a one-to-one video call with your family to guide you if that is what you are looking for. Yeah. So I've again put the WhatsApp number in the chat if you are not already on WhatsApp with us. Yeah. So thank you, and we'll stay connected and see what best we can do for the child's education, childhood, and including future. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And bye-bye. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you, Ratnesh.
Thank you, Ratnesh. Bye.